Hello, everybody. How are we doing on this wonderful Sunday, or wow, Saturday afternoon? I don't even know what day of the week it is, damn it. So, what we're doing today is we're going to do a couple of things. First of all, we're going to see if we can install Tiger on this compact flash card. So this is a 64 gig SanDisk card, and for anybody who's new, I have an iMac G5 prototype that has a compact flash / SD card reader in it. Whereas the SD card reader is very finicky and does not like to work properly, the compact flash card reader works perfectly. So we're going to give that a try. But I want to give shout outs to, let's see here, we got Steve from Mac84, we got Alex Park, we got Mike Mullet, Soulblats, and that looks like that's all that's here so far. So, there's Steve. So, this idea actually was the brainchild of Mike Mullet. He's the one that actually said something about trying to install Tiger on this thing. So, I don't know. I'm going to give it a try. I mean, even if it does install, it's going to be slow compared to the SSD that's in the hard drive. But, you know, we're going to give it a shot, and nobody knows if this is going to work or not because nobody's ever tried it. And to my knowledge, I've never seen another iMac G5 that has a compact flash card reader built into it. So this will be interesting, and at the conclusion of the experiments with that, we're going to just take a general check of the G5 iMac, and we're going to see if everything is ready for the 2021 Mac Yak Power PC and 68K challenge. So, as some of you might know, we every year we do this. We used to call it the Power PC Challenge, but somebody had to be different and complicated, and so we had to change the name. I won't mention any names like Steve, but you know. So this year is called the Power PC and 68K Challenge because Steve had to be different. He had to be complicated. And he had to use a Quadra. I don't get it. It's like, why? But seriously, he's trying a pretty cool machine. He's done quite a few videos on it. You definitely have to check out his channel and see what he's doing with this machine. He just did a pretty long live stream last night. I think it was 5.5 hours, something like that. And the first part of the live stream was him pulling his hair out over his Quadra 840 AV, which truthfully I don't think will ever work ever again. But the last part of his stream, which unfortunately I kind of dozed off and fell asleep, he was playing with his Quadra 800. I know he installed a crap load of memory, so. Hi, Kate. I don't think you've ever been to one of my streams. How are you doing? Hello, Sad Mac. Yeah, if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. Yeah, this is true. This is very true. So, I think Bruce is using a 68K machine too, but I don't know which one he's using. Steve would probably know. If he pops in, we'll ask him. So, on the other hand, I'm using my iMac G5. Because, you know, I don't know, I guess you could say I'm a glutton for punishment, but this thing's pretty quick. I mean, it's well spec'd out. I've got it, you know, upgraded about as good as I can make it. So, oh good, you're filming today, Kate. That's good. I watched all 5 of your videos. I didn't realize I wasn't even subscribed to your channel. I watched all your videos, and now I'm jonesing for more. So you gotta get cracking there. So I would love to see. I'd love to see Mackie transfer himself to my iMac G5 prototype and see what happens. So, excuse me while I drink caffeinated beverage. I just cannot wake up today. So, if nobody here is subscribed to the Macintosh Librarian, everybody needs to be a subscriber to the Macintosh Librarian. I unfortunately don't have a banner I can show for her, but she was a guest on Maciac number 99. Mackie was our guest producer. He did a rather excellent job. Of course, he is I think he's now an SE30. So that is that's really cool now that he's a good machine. So, how are the thermals on an iMac G5? Well, let me tell you, they're lousy. G5 processor is not ideal for an iMac G5. However, this machine actually doesn't run too bad. So, I have an SSD in right now, so that really cuts down on the internal heat and opens up a lot of room inside the machine to help cool it. Not to mention speeds the machine up a lot. So, but I mean, they're not bad, but the G5 processor is not really made for such a small chassis. So, but it's not horrible. The later one, this is a later model. This is an iSight model that I have, so it's actually a little better than the first model. The non iSight models were a little more warm. So, Trina, hello, welcome. So, oh yes, Kate, I know he swaps around. I love him when he's a 2GS. That's just my favorite right there. It's when he's a 2GS. That's just awesome. So, so, and while I'm here, I'll do shameless self promotion. I do have a Patreon account. If anybody wants to give me a hand, Trina Conrad in the chat is one of my patrons. So, I'm not in this for profits. I have a full-time job. So, but if oh yeah, Simon is back here. So if anybody wants to throw a couple bucks and help me make this channel bigger, then you know, I'll take it. If not, then so much the better. I mean, I don't make anybody pay for. I don't have any exclusive content just for patrons. They do get some perks and some benefits, but everything I do on this channel will still continue to be free. So, yes, I have tons of kitties. So, there's no shortage of cats in this house. So, and Simon is my, I think he's my mascot at this point. Between Simon and Prada, I'm not sure which one is my mascot, but they both seem to appear in my videos and live streams on a regular basis. So, yeah, Kate, if you watch any of my live streams, trust me, you'll see at least one of the cats. Usually Simon's laying, it's funny, usually, he can't lay on it right now, but usually Simon's laying behind me on top of the Apple IIe. So, come on. Come on. Make your presence known. Come on. Really? Come on. God, you hairball. And this is Prada. He's a floof. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. He's a big floof ball. So, and he's like permanently attached to me. He never leaves me alone. So, but I did put a video public today. If anybody hasn't seen it, I did do a video on installing Leopard on a G4 Quicksilver. And Jay's not here at the moment, but I'm sure he will leave a very, very negative comment about that. And trust me, Leopard is not staying on that computer. I think the next video is going to be installing Tiger on the Quicksilver. But on to the main event of the day. So the first thing we're going to do is we have a Firewire hard drive. This is a Firewire 800 hard drive and USB 3 as well. I've only used the USB 3 once, but I use the Firewire all the time. So the iMac G5 supports Firewire 400, which I don't understand because they made a MDD version with Firewire 800. But for some reason the iMac G5 only supports Firewire 400. Go figure. So I guess because it's an iMac. And then we have... Hi, Simon. he's back here judging me. Then we have the compact flash card. So what we do is we have our ubiquitous iMac here, and I'm sorry for the way the camera is. It's the best way I can really kind of do this, because I am going to be capturing the video output into the stream like I usually do. So this is a 20-inch iSight iMac, and this is a normal computer. For anybody who doesn't really know, this is just a normal iMac. There's nothing really terribly special about it, but on the back, whoops, let's do it the other way. In addition to our normal video, Ethernet, Firewire 400, USB 2, and audio, we also have a compact flash reader. And it's also a combination SD card reader, which is very finicky and does not like to work properly. So it's and it only works with old SD cards. It doesn't work with the newer high capacity cards. So, but it's, you know, it's simple. You just plug your compact flash card in there, just like any other media reader. So, and it being on the back like that is kind of weird too. It's not the most intelligent thing in the world, but I mean, it does work. So, and just so everybody knows, this is the computer we're dealing with. I have no idea why my camera looks like that. Come on, Prada. So we have our 20-inch iSight prototype. It has a G5 processor at 2.1 gigahertz, which this is the fastest G5 iMac they ever made. It has 2.5 gigs of memory, DDR2. So it's quite advanced. 250 gig SSD. I've actually done videos on installing that in this computer. You can go back through my video library. There is actually an entire playlist on this particular computer. This does have USB 2 Firewire 400. It has Bluetooth 2.1, which I do use. I actually have the original Bluetooth keyboard and the original Mighty Mouse. So, which I did not get with the computer. I actually found this at a thrift store, and the keyboard came from Jay. Of course, the compact flash SD card reader has a dual layer DVD drive and a regular old iSight. It's, you know, aside from the compact flash card reader, it's just a normal old computer. So it's, you know. So, hey Hot Rod, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. It's always appreciated. And before we get started,
Smash that like button.
I have to pay $5 every time I show that. That's one of Bruce's creations. So, we are going to attempt to turn said machine on. And as soon as we get the chime, we're going to hold down the option on the keyboard. And I'm showing you the screen right now because the boot picker does not show up through the external video. And as soon as you hear the fans crank all the way up and make as much noise as humanly possible, which thankfully they're not quite as loud on this as they are on a tower, we wait about 15 minutes and let it search out everything it can boot from, because the boot picker on the G5 is slow as crap, whereas on the Quicksilver it is like instantaneous. So Sad Mac, that's $5 US, thankfully. So it only amounts to about $2.20 Australian. So it's actually fairly cheap. So yes, cubes are awesome. Okay, so you can't really see it. At least it doesn't look very. Here's the main hard drive, which is already running Tiger, by the way. And then we have the Leopard install and the Tiger install. So we're going to go over to the Tiger install DVD, which is not a DVD at all. And the odd thing is now on this computer, these actually show up properly, like they're supposed to. I actually added the version number in front of the name because they both just say macOS 10 install DVD. But when I brought it up on the Quicksilver the other day when I did the video, if you watch the video, you'll see it actually just it doesn't have these names. So at least on this computer, I can see which version I'm actually loading up. So now we can go to the video capture. Hopefully, it is booting. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so we can turn off that camera. All right, so now for some reason my Bluetooth mouse does not work in the Mac OS install. Yeah, well, if you leave the side cover off of G5 Tower, you'll hear exactly how loud the fans get. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to utilities. We're going to go to disk utility. Yay! Tiger disk utility. What kind of power book are you trying to get to talk to a printer, Trina? What kind of HP printer are you trying to use? Some of them are kind of finicky when you're trying to hook them up over serial. Unless it's a newer one, you're trying to use like a modern power book. And we're taking our grand old time here. Why are we taking our grand old time? Hmm. Well then. This should not be taking this long. Oh yes, the MDD is worse. That thing is quite literally designed to be a wind tunnel. Those higher end G4 processors do get very hot very quickly. Okay, well, this is not working out too well. Should not be having this kind of an issue. Alright, let's boot to the hard drive. No, actually the CF card slot is on the USB bus, Alex. I don't know why disk utility gets worse every version of macOS. It was really good back in Tiger, and I don't know. It seems to suck the newer it gets. I run Mojave on my Mac Pro, and that's like one of the worst versions I think that they've made. Hot Rod. This is a SATA based machine, so it's very quick. It's only SATA 1, so it's only 1.5 gigs per second, but it's still fairly perky. Okay, now my keyboard's not working. Why is my keyboard not working? Seriously? Now my mouse is working, my keyboard's not. What in the world? It is on. Well, yeah, obviously it's on. Oh, gosh. No. Give me 5 minutes and I'll probably have an aneurysm here. Oh, now it wants to search for a keyboard. Why is it now wanting to search for a keyboard? No, Jay, it did not. It wouldn't even, disk utility wouldn't even access. Why is this moving so slow? There's something's going on with the Bluetooth here. Oh my lord. That mouse is so unresponsive. Oh my goodness. Guess we'll just use the USB mouse. Yeah, wired keyboards are better. I'll never be one to say they're not. All right, so this here is our compact flash. It says Apple Co. Apple HSCF Media. Okay. So. We want Apple partition map. And we want macOS extended. And we'll install the OS 9 disk drivers. I mean, what's it going to do? Yeah, I have a wired Pro keyboard here. I just don't use it. It's actually falling apart. It's in rough shape, but I mean it works for what I use it for. I actually have another one somewhere. That's the black one. I actually have a white one somewhere that's in really gross condition, but it's like all the plastic's intact. All right, so it says Apple partition map. It says connection bus USB. It says connection type external. Of course, we have 59.6 gigs. So, oops. And I'm just going to erase it a second time, just for shits and giggles. All right. So while we're in here, and if anybody wants to see about this Mac, there you go. 2.5 gigs of memory, 2.1 gigahertz power PC. And you see this thing is very, very perky. And this has an ATI Radeon X600 128 meg video card in it. Not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not bad for an iMac. So, just to save us the hassle, we're just going to choose the startup disk here, and we're going to restart and see what happens. The Quake icons outnumber the UT icons because there's more versions of Quake than there are UT. There's only 2 versions of UT that run on a Power Mac, where there's 4 versions of Quake. And UT is not real fun to play by yourself, whereas Quake has, at least Quake 1 and 2 have single player campaigns. Yes, Jay, we are installing Tiger. Trina, I don't think you have enough. I don't need different ports of the same game, Jay. No, my entire house is getting overrun with Macs. Jay will be happy to know that the number of Macs outnumber the sheer number of PCs in the house, which is actually kind of impressive because I actually have a lot of PCs here. And this is, oh, there it goes. God, this is taking a long time. Oh, my scaler is tripping out today. Alright, so let's try this again. Alright, so let us continue. Continue. Yes, I agree to your hideously long license agreement. Wow, this thing just does not like... I think it's that compact flash card that's screwing up the works. What, Simon? What? Alright, let's try something different. And I know this is going to piss Jay off to no end. Hi, Simon. What? Guys, I only have one lap, okay? How many cats do I need on my lap? Oh. Hey, Simon. That's true. What doesn't upset Jay? He gets annoyed easily. That's true. Puck mice do not tick Jay off. I've never in my life seen a man so obsessed with a puck mouse. I think he's the only human alive that likes puck mice. Okay, so let's try booting Leopard and see what happens. See if we get the same anomalies we get with Tiger. I have a feeling that this may not work because I don't think that this compact flash card reader is implemented in the way that a newer like SD card reader is in the newer machines. So I get the sneaking suspicion that we're going to run into issues. And now my video output doesn't work. So for some reason the video output quit working. I don't know why. Oh, look at this. Oh, let's see here. What do we got? We got a crap load of drives here. Oh, what's this? You cannot install Mac OS X on this volume. Mac OS X cannot start up from this volume. Well, Let's load up disk utility one sec. Um, Well, I don't think this is going to work. Which I had a sneaking suspicion that this was not going to work. So, well, I am not going to install Leopard if I do not absolutely have to. So, I guess that's a bust. Yeah, it's an Apple partition map. I did check that. I actually went into Tiger and made sure of that. Well, you know what? Let's double check once. It's 64 gigs, Steve. So it's got plenty of space. Let's go to partition. Says, yeah, partition scheme, Apple partition map. So, I have a feeling it's just simply because it's USB. Which I never understood why one of these computers can't boot off of USB. So, well, I guess that's a bust. Yeah, if it was Firewire, it would probably work just fine. But for some reason, they put the USB, or they put the card reader on the USB side, and that's all she wrote. Hopefully when this thing reboots, if it ever reboots, my scaler will come back. No, Kate, it's built onto the logic board of the computer. I can't, unfortunately, desolder it and just tell it to go on Firewire. And I don't have a Firewire compact flash card reader. I didn't even know they made such a thing, to be honest with you, but it doesn't surprise me. Why am I not getting any video output? Oh, this is not going well. Okay, now we're having technical difficulties. More so than normal. That's because my HD video capture device has dropped off of my USB bus for some reason. Well. Jay's being a smart ass. Like always. Oh, this is annoying. Alright, this makes no sense. So my HD video capture device is showing up in my USB devices on my computer, but it's not showing up anywhere else. Oh, this is nice. And my USB 3 card's working. Yeah, I did that, Steve. I unplugged it. Well, I can try that, Jay. Oof. I think it's warm. Oh, let's see here. Oops, that's not what I want. Oh, okay. Well, guess we'll just have to do this the old-fashioned way. What can I say? So this is gonna suck. All right, so let's try something here once. There it is. Knew I had it on here. So, let's see here. Oh, this destination volume will not boot this computer because PowerPC Macintoshes cannot boot from USB devices. So in other words, this is not going to work, no matter how hard we try. Which sucks. But at least we know we can't do it. Hey Sean, how you doing? So I'm guessing that we're just not going to be able to use this as a bootable device. Are you kidding, Jay? You really want me to go through open firmware just to try to boot this stupid thing? God, you're an ass. Oh my God. Well, what the hell? Guess like Jay says, what do we got to lose, right? Oops. I just did. Okay. All right, now that I'm back, yeah, I seen Jay. Oh gosh. So at the moment, right now, we are basically I'm basically cloning my iMac's hard drive to the compact flash card, which, knowing my luck, is probably going to be way bigger than the compact flash card. I don't even know how much space I'm even using on this hard drive, to be honest with you. Oh, I'm only using about 100 gigs. Oh, not even. Like 40 gigs. 51. So I could actually back up the entire hard drive to the compact flash card. So and I have no idea how long this is going to take. I mean, this is USB 2.0, but good Lord, how many items can be on a hard drive? I mean, we're up to almost 500,000. Good Lord. And my processor's pegged out at almost 100%. And the computer's running at 67 degrees. I mean, it is really thinking hard. Yeah, I know, Jay. We'll see how long this takes. If this takes way too long, I'm probably going to do something else in the meantime. It's kind of moving along. Yeah. Yeah, smoke them if you got them. Hi, Floof. So I guess while it's doing that, we can take a look around. You floofer. So on this monstrosity here, I got all kinds of crap installed on here. I got all kinds of games. I got Wolfenstein, Unreal Tournament, Quake. Got Marathon. I'm not a big fan of Marathon. Of course, I got Doom. And Age of Empires 2. So I have plenty of games to play while we're doing the PowerPC challenge. I also have Final Cut Pro on here, which is version 3. And just to be an idiot, I'm thinking about actually doing a video in Final Cut Pro 3 during the challenge and uploading it to YouTube just because I can. So we got DOSBox. I got Core Player and stuff so I can watch some YouTube videos. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Got 10.4 Fox so we can browse the web. Although I will say that this is extremely slow. Uh-oh. Kate's going to go get more Macs. I mean, this isn't, I mean, it's not horrible to use. It's just, I mean, here's the garden. And it loaded up fairly quick, you know. Now, this is a fairly simple place, too, because Christian kind of keeps this for, you know, people who are using machines like this. But if we go to, let's say we go to YouTube. And, I don't even know if YouTube will load on this browser. Oops. Now she's choking out. Whoops. So it does load, barely. I mean, I mean it's taking its grand old time for sure. And even if it's loading, I can't play anything. Nothing will play. At least not with any reasonable speed. I don't know. I'm not even so sure YouTube and the like is actually even using Java anymore. I mean, it's possible. Of course, it's also very possible that my version of 10.4 Fox is extremely out of date too, because I haven't really used this computer for some time. Uh-oh, Trina let out the magic smoke. Uh-oh. That's not good, Trina. Okay, so they're up to feature parity release 30 right now, and I'm using feature parity release 11. So does anybody think that maybe my browser is a little out of date? I thought there was a way to update from within the program. Maybe it's just me. Huh. Oh, right there. Check for updates. Maybe that's what we need to do. Oh, it just brings me to this page. Okay. Oh, 10.4 Fox does not support Flash or Java. So right there. We don't have to worry about Flash or Java slowing things down. I know, but it still sucks whenever a computer blows up on you. Yeah, 10.4 Fox should support HTML5. I mean, it is a version of Mozilla of the Mozilla driver. Or the Mozilla browser, I should say. Oh, it is downloaded. Okay. I don't use Firefox on a daily basis, so I'm not exactly familiar with how it works. I always forget that it pops up the download here in the bar. And of course my processor right now is pegged out at 100%. Can't really see. Let's see if I can get a little straighter here. There we go. This right here is my processor usage, and it's been pegged at 100%. Oh. What kind of PCs are you working on, Trina? Why is it paused? Zoom. Well, that didn't work too well. Server not found. Well, that would help. My network cable came disconnected, and I've, of course, have the Wi-Fi turned off, so it didn't fall back to Wi-Fi. So I'm an idiot. So let's try this again. Oh, okay. Yes, that is the iStat menus, Solblats. They're actually very useful. I have mine set, shows me my fan speed. This is the processor fan. Of course, the processor temperature, disk usage, and over here it's showing my processor and memory usage. And somehow right in the middle, the Bluetooth icon got stuck, so... Okay, so now it's downloading again. Yeah, I understand it does work slightly better if when you're trying to do something on the internet, if you actually have an internet connection. I don't know where I ever got that idea from, but yeah, it does seem to work better. Now we can quit that. Well, let's update from version 11 to version 30 and see if it works any better. And it looks like we're about 20% done with the carbon copy clone. Ow! That hurts, you hairball. Why are you biting me? Are you starving to death that you have to eat me? Really? Or are you just a jerk? I think you're just a jerk. I'm not worried about the hard drive. I'm doing the entire, let's see if it'll boot off of a compact flash card just as a proof of concept. I'm not really worried about it being complete. MPEG-4 and H.264 video is now supported. So, truthfully, in reality, I should be able to watch YouTube videos on this thing now. Internet video playback is only supported on 1.25 gigahertz or faster G4 or G5 computers. It's not supported on slower G4 systems or any G3 systems. Well, I kind of figured that. So this would be interesting. Hey, see you, Steve. Take care. Come on, Floof. Down. Well, this thing is really getting slow. We're about 40% done, I think. God. Hey, here we go. Whoops. There we go. Now you can see what's going on. So now I'm I am actually oh, this is gonna sound ridiculous. I'm actually screen sharing. This is actually my Mac Pro that you're seeing on the screen right now. Connected through the Ethernet network, screen sharing my G5 screen. So I'm actually able to control the computer right from here. Yes, G4s always look better. Oh, I don't know. I think a G4 MDD would have more than enough airflow to keep a G5, at least a single processor G5, cool. I mean, a lot of the single processor G5s didn't even have front fans to draw air over the processors. So what else we got loaded on this beast here? Well, I got VLC, so I can watch DVDs and whatnot if I want to. I have Virtual PC on here. I have no idea why. That is like that's probably the slowest thing in the world. Let's see here. I got stuff on here. I don't even remember what it does. Screen flow. That allows me to record the screen. I'm not sure why I installed that. Yeah, we used to use Ventrilo. We used to use this Ventrilo program when we played UT. This was before we had the MacYac Discord. So we used to use the Ventrilo to communicate with each other. But somewhere along the line, the server, I guess you have to pay for it, and whoever was paying for the server quit paying for it, I think. So... Oh, you're being nice, Jay. I wouldn't even give a cube 5-10 minutes with a G5 in it. I mean, these things will heat up to about 350 degrees in about 5 seconds. I mean, these things get ridiculously hot. Yeah, we used to use Ventrilo. Truthfully, it wasn't that great. We always had issues with it. Oh, does he own it now? Okay. I wasn't sure. I just know that we usually use Discord. Because most of us are playing on modern machines anyway. I mean, in the off chance that the guys actually tell me that they're going to play and I join in, I'm usually on my Mac Pro either way. So, you know, it's not really a big deal. And truthfully, you can get Discord for mobile devices and everything else. So, you know, this is a neat program to have. I'm not even sure who made this, but somebody actually made an app store for Power PCs. And they have all kinds of programs listed here that these are all Power PC programs. And when you select one, you know, it tells you a little bit about it. It says like this here works on OS 10.5 and 10.6. So this is a universal install. So there's all kinds of stuff on here you can download, like here's 10.4 Fox. I don't know if this is the latest version or not. But you know, there's all kinds of stuff on here you can download that works specifically on Power PCs. Games, they don't really have much. StarCraft Brood War, and I actually own both of these. For OS 9 actually, and then Marathon. I think this is actually where I downloaded Marathon from. So I've never played System Shock, but now you said that, I might have to look for it. So yes, that's the only downside to this computer. This computer will only run OS 10, and it will only run OS 10.4 or 10.5, and that's it. So if you have an OS 9 program you want to run, it's got to run on Classic, and truthfully, a lot of Classic games don't like to run properly on the Power Mac G5. So but yeah, so if you're using a Power PC machine, this is a must-have. I don't even remember how I initially. I've used this for a couple years. I don't remember how I came across this initially. Whoops. All right, what did I do? I think my magic mouse is freaking the G5 out. But yeah, I've downloaded a lot of stuff from here. It's pretty useful if you're using a Power Mac of any kind, and especially if you want to do the Power Mac challenge, the Power PC challenge. You definitely got to get on here. I mean, this is this is stuff that's all pretty much out of print now anyway. So I don't even remember where I initially found it, Trina. I know you can search for it on the web and it'll just pop up. So, as you can see, some of this stuff that's on this computer has been on here for some time. I mean, like I installed this in 2016. I don't even remember. I didn't even think I had this computer that long. I must have. I could have sworn I got this in 2018 though. I don't know. I can't even remember anymore. It all blends together. But like, so I downloaded this program. It's called One Window Browser, and it's exactly as it says. It's a browser in one window. So, but it's a plain Jane direct browser. I mean, so what I used to do, and I probably can't do it anymore since YouTube's done a lot of updates to their service, is I used to be able to go in here and of course, it's loading the mobile site for YouTube. And sorry for the jerky video. That's just the way things are sometimes when you're over Ethernet, and I'm using the network pretty hard right now because you figure this computer that I'm using, my Mac Pro. I mean, I'm streaming from that computer, so all that data is going through the network, and then I'm doing the remote access on the Mac Pro through the network. So, whoops. I don't remember, Jay. Where is it? Oh yes, this thing definitely does not like my magic mouse. It just freaks out. Oh, here it is. Adrian Opera. So I guess he does have a website. Which is probably going to take forever to load up because of it's loading 10.4 Fox. And we're pretty much pegging this poor PowerPC processor out at like 105%. So here's your website. It's ppcappstore.wordpress.com. So, and he apparently hasn't updated it in some time, which doesn't really, it's not surprising. I mean, these programs aren't really going to change. You know, because nobody's making PowerPC native applications anymore. Oh, okay, good, Trina. But yeah, that's definitely something you want to have. Most definitely something you want to have on your PowerPC based computer. So anyway, like I was saying, so what I used to do, in order to watch something on YouTube, is it won't play in the window. So if we share, and we load up, whoops, Core Player. Oh. Open a URL. And of course, oh shush. Okay. Apparently it doesn't I wonder if we can just load it over an unsecured connection. Nope. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm glad you said that, Trina. I actually have VLC on here. I forgot VLC will do that. Apparently, oops, I didn't want to hit save. This is called One Window Browser, Trina. And this is actually, if you can read it, right here is the web address. And this will actually work on newer versions of Mac OS too. So if you have an older machine that's, you know, kind of slow, I mean, it says it works on all the way up to High Sierra. So and this hasn't been updated since 2018. So it's possible this will even work on Mojave. So, but it's aphotic.com.au. Oops. Oh, crap. There we go. I don't see anything on the website about it. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they gave up working on it. But it doesn't work bad. It's just your stripped down basic browser though. You know, anything you load up is going to be like if you go to Facebook, it's probably going to be a mobile version. Oh, maybe not. Okay. If nobody can find a copy of the One Window browser, if anybody wants one, just let me know, and I'll zip it up and send it to whoever wants it. There we go. Oops. Now, the one thing I've never, I mean, you see it, I mean, it's fast. It is lightning fast. I've never tried downloading anything with it. So I have no idea if it'll download. Ooh, ZDoom. I didn't know they had ZDoom for PowerPC. So let's I don't know. Let's try download. Let's see if it'll download. I don't know if it'll actually. I don't know if it can handle downloading files or not, or if it's just a basic browser. Yeah, I mean, if you're just looking at some basic stuff, Trina, I mean, I found that it works really well, and I think I found it on one of the Facebook groups somewhere. But something tells me it can't handle downloading files. If you want, Trina, I can zip it up. And I could even put it on the garden. Because I don't see it on the garden. Oh. Yeah, I don't see anything on here. Yeah, I'll I've never actually I don't even remember my password for on here. But I'll yeah. Just do me a favor, Trina. Send me a message on Facebook, and remind me. And what I'll do is I'll zip it up and I'll find some place to put it. Or I could probably just send it to you in a Facebook message. Worst case. Because if I remember right, I think it's just this. I think it's just this one. Where is that? Where is that program at? I think it's just this one file right here. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Hell, it might even still be. No, I must have cleaned this folder out. So a lot of times I hoard my downloads. Mike, I don't remember which site I initially got it from. I installed this a couple years ago. I wish I could tell you, but I can't. I don't even still have the I don't even have the initial download on my computer anymore. But I'll zip it up, and anybody that wants it, I'll make it available. So, yeah, I almost never log on to the garden. Usually, I just go on and download what I need, and I'm gone. So, and I've never uploaded anything to there. I know I have an account. I just can't remember what the password is. So, oh, what else do we have on here? Oh, yeah, we got Microsoft Office 2008. I'm pretty sure Entourage does not work anymore. I don't think it can connect to just about any email service anymore. I know it probably definitely can't connect to services like Gmail or Yahoo. So, okay, thanks, Trina. Oh, what else we got on here? I have no idea what this MacTubes is. I think this was supposed to be a YouTube. I think at one time this was a YouTube downloader where you could actually download videos from YouTube, but I know for sure that this probably isn't going to work anymore. Yeah, that's what this was. Of course, Mac Tracker. And I like this version of Mac Tracker because... Prada? Damn it. This cat's getting on my nerve. Oh, sorry, I loaded it up. Oh, here it is. So I always thought this version was cool because when you go, and this is not up to date, obviously. This is very out of date. But the one thing I always thought was cool is you could play the startup chimes of the computers. And some of them you can even play the death chime. Like, where's the 6100 at? There it is. I always thought that was kind of cool. You could play the startup and death chimes of all the computers. So, I mean, this is obviously way out of date. I can't even download the latest updates. So, which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. MacCam, this is a camera. This is something for the camera. Oh yeah, that's right. This will record your webcam. And for some reason it does not recognize the internal iSight camera, and I don't know why. I don't even know why I would have this, but anyway. Of course, you got iTunes, which doesn't work for anything but playing music anymore. iWork 09, which I think is the last version to work on here. So you got Keynote, numbers, and pages. And it works pretty much the same as it does now. This is, as far as I remember, this is the last version that'll work on Power Macs. iMovie. So if you want to use iMovie. Which I think this is I think this comes with OS 10. Let me tell you what. Let me just want to copy it. Seriously? Duplicate. All right. Just hang tight here a second, guys. I'm trying to drag it onto. There we go. There it is. This is Trina, that's very original. This is a message. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my god. That's a trip. Oh, it looks like Jay found it. Oh my god, Jay. So, Jay found the link. And there it is. Wow, I never expected one simple little program was going to cause so much of a headache. Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, we're about 70% done, I'd say, on the backup. Oh yeah, I have Photoshop on here. I don't know why I can't do crap. I can't design anything in Photoshop. And I don't do any video work or photo work anymore. Hey, Photoshop works. So this is from 2002. So I'm sure there's a newer version of Photoshop that would actually work. But like I said, I don't do enough with it to worry about it. Yeah, I know. This better freaking work. That's all I gotta say, Jay. Oh yeah, I got an audio converter on here. I got all kinds of crap on here. I got crap on here. Oh yeah, DOSBox. Gotta have DOSBox. Well, luckily the system or the user folder shouldn't be too big. What time is it? Oof. So that's the apps I have on here. And I got Age of Empires 2, Doom 3, which I don't think I need a patch for that. Doom Legacy, Quake, Marathon, Unreal Tournament, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and Worms 3D, which I've never actually played. I should probably try to play that one day. Just to see how well it plays. Well, Jay, you're the one who said you had nothing better to do, so I don't want to hear you complain. I was going to give up, but you said, no, 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 go do this, go try this. It's like, go into open firmware and bang your head against the wall trying to make it boot. So that's what we're doing, damn it. I don't want to hear it. Cats are knocking everything down. Oh, hi, Lydia. Hey, pretty girl. What are you doing, pretty girl? Come here. Hi. So the Queen of Darkness has decided to grace my presence. Come here. Ow. So this is the Queen of Darkness. She has graced my presence. She's like, what the hell are you doing, Daddy? I say, why aren't you going and getting me food? She's like, I want treats. What are you doing, pretty girl? This is Daddy's pretty girl. Hey, no problem. Jay. If you can't handle a hairy pussy, I don't know what to do with you. Yes, Trina, she's adorable. She's a sweetheart to me, but she doesn't really like a lot of people. Funny thing is, my ex came over yesterday to we had to get some stuff squared away between the two of us, and Lydia was on the back of my. This is Lydia, by the way. And she was on the back of my chair where she usually is. She's the one that's totally destroyed my chair. So if you guys ever see how torn up my leather chair is, right there. This is why. And my ex went to pet her and was talking to her and everything. And oh my God, Lydia went batshit crazy on her. She just... So she's an attack cat. She doesn't get along with the other kitties, so she stays in the kitchen most of the time. But she likes coming out here. She likes sitting on my desk. So she likes laying on my desk in front of my keyboard. Unfortunately, she usually tries to do that when I'm right in the middle of like editing a video or something and I need to use the keyboard. So, but she's a sweetheart. I'm on Discord, I just don't use it. It's very annoying. I'm just not a big Discord person. I can get on it in a couple seconds, you know. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me. Too many damn Michaels. Oh, okay. Good point, Jay. Well played. You're going to be famous. You're on YouTube. Yeah, you're going to be famous. She's like, I don't care. Just scratch me. Is that the link you're talking about, Jay? YouTube must be blocking links. It's showing up on my chat. Trina, check your Facebook messages. And Mike, check your iMessage. Yeah, they're showing. It's weird. They show up on my screen here when I paste the link. So, Trina, I sent it to you on Facebook Messenger, and Mike, I sent it to you in iMessage. So, I will be right back. Lydia, come on. Oh. This is Sassafras. He's not too happy about being held. He is Daddy's #1 cat. He gets mad if he can't sleep with me at night. He's also my oldest cat. Well, I should say this is the one I've had the longest. I've had him for 8 years now. He was a kitten when we found him. And I have his 2 brothers here too. For now, at least. Hey, sweetie. You know, you're showing everybody your butt. Yes, you're showing your butt off to everybody. You're a dork. You're a spork. I figure if everybody's got to be bored waiting here, I might as well show off my cats. You can even see the dog in the background. Unfortunately, my ex did not take the dog with her yesterday when she was here, which is very annoying. What? You want to go get the puppy? You gonna go get the puppy? Go get the dog. Oh. He heard something, so he had to take off. Oh, let's see here. Oh, apparently I did get a crappy comment from Jay on my how to install Leopard on a G4 video. I know. I should have figured that. Well, Harry, you want to see something that's really screwed up? So I loaded up the YouTube app on my phone just to look at your comment, Jay. And the first suggested video that comes up is my own live stream. I have no idea why it's showing me my own live stream on my own account. But that's just how the YouTube algorithm works. Well, I guess that's a plus. And I only did Leopard because somebody, I don't remember who asked, but somebody said something to me about installing Leopard on a G4. So
Smash that like button.
Yes, if you haven't liked this stream, make sure you like it. Oh, it says I have 9 viewers and 9 likes, so that's good. I'm happy. Yep. I'd pay him more than $5, but the video quality is not the greatest. It's very low resolution. Oh. Well, somebody's got to give Bruce money, you know. You know, he's got to finance that big air conditioning project he had earlier this year. Of course, I think he got enough in super chats just in that one stream to finance an air conditioner. Oh, poor guy. So what else do you guys want to know? Yeah, I will. Yeah, it's yeah, and that's not the and this weird thing is that's not the first time that YouTube has actually done that. YouTube has actually suggested that I watch my own videos several times now. I just thought it was interesting. I just got my phone out, and YouTube told me I had a new comment on that video, and of course it was from Jay, which I knew it would be. And so as soon as I loaded it up, I responded to the comment and then went back to the home page. Right there is my live stream. It's like, really? It's like, I know what's going on. I can see the live stream in front of me. So so my other project this weekend is, whoops. No, where is that? Yeah, Jay hates Leopard. I'm not crazy about it either. I don't hate it, I just don't care for it. So whoops, that's not what I want to do. So the other thing I have to do this weekend is, these are the disk drives I have in my Mac Pro, and this one here is my boot drive, and I've had this. This is a 480 gig PNY SSD. I've had this thing for years. I'm going to say probably going on. Well, no, wait, hang on. Yeah, probably going on 5 years. So, and so I looked at here the other day my drives, and I noticed that my SSD life indicator is getting low. So I need to clone this drive onto this drive, which has 100% life, and swap these two drives around in my computer so that the Pro Data is on the Mac Pro drive and the Mac Pro drive is on the Pro Data drive. Should be fun. So luckily this is just a data drive, this one here is just a data drive, so I can just copy all this stuff onto this drive, which is huge. It's 2 terabytes. So I don't know what I thought it was 4. It's 2. And this has a crap load of space left, and this is actually still at 95%. So yay, I get to do that. Yeah, that's one of the big reasons I prefer to have Tiger is the classic support on the G5. So Trina, actually you can, if you run Safari on the G5, okay, or I'm sorry, G4. If you run Safari, you can actually still get on Facebook. It's going to be basically, okay. It's going to be a like a mobile version, but you can still get on Facebook. It's not going to be fast, but it will work. Well, it should work. It did work at one point in time. I think we're up to about 80% now. Yeah, Drive DX is a nifty tool. If you're ever looking for suggestions on utilities to use, talk to Jay, and he will be more than happy to share any utilities that he uses when he's doing repairs and whatnot. He's the one that actually put me onto the Drive DX utility. And another one, if any of you guys have never used it, is Coconut Battery. Which, if you haven't used this software, I'm not sure what you're doing. But this will basically give you battery health information, especially if you're using a PowerBook or a MacBook. It can give you information on your battery. Like right now, I have my iPhone 4 hooked up to my computer, and it tells me everything about it. And so it's telling me the full capacity is 1169 milliamps, so I'm at 82% of the design capacity of the battery. It's in this phone. So it also gives you some information about your Mac. Like, my Mac is 3,911 days. Which app is that, Trina? Drive DX? There's Drive DX. And then this is Coconut Battery. And they if you look on the PPC App Store, Trina, this Coconut Battery program, there is a PowerPC version of it on there. So, and it does work very well with PowerBooks. So, like, if you run this on your PowerBook, it'll tell you how good your battery is. So, now obviously there's no battery in this computer because of the desktop, but it will tell you about your iOS devices too, which is handy on, like, anything that doesn't have a battery meter in it. Like, I think it's just the iPhone 6 and maybe 5. I can't remember. There's only a couple of phones, I think, that actually have the battery life monitor built in. So, but you can see my iPhone was built 4/4 of 2011. And it has an Apple A4. Yeah, whatever. And this battery is from 2014. Which is kind of interesting because I just installed this battery in here, I think, a year ago. Now I'm kind of curious to see what it says about my other one. So here's my 4S, and you can see the battery is down to 49.6% of its design capacity. In other words, the battery on this thing is shot. Which isn't surprising, seeing as how this battery is original to the phone, I believe. Yep, 1/9/2012. The age of your PowerBook is 208 months? That can't be right. Because your PowerBook's got to be at least 15 years old. So, I think it's confused. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it is. Okay. Look, I never admitted I could do math, okay? Math has never been a strong suit of mine. Yes, thank you, Trina. Oh. Oh, so oh, this is kind of interesting. So I just had this I had this battery replaced in May, I think. May or June of this year. I just had the battery in my iPhone 6s Plus replaced. And it's funny, it's showing a manufacture date of 2018. So this thing has been sitting around Sunwoda. I've never even heard of them. Yeah. Yeah, well, I still remember the days when my parents used to say, well, you're not going to be able to carry a calculator with you everywhere, you know? And every single person in the world carries a calculator with them everywhere they go, you know? So what else do we have on here? Oh yeah, Tech Tool Pro. This is another program. If any of you guys are looking for something that kind of does a little bit of everything, Tech Tool here will basically go through and check all kinds of stuff on your computer. You can tell it. You can have it check the video memory, check the sensors. Like it'll go through and it'll check all the internal sensors inside the computer. And tell you if any of them are acting up. Right here's all the temperature sensors inside my computer. Wow, my CPU heatsink's pretty cold. Damn. So that's another nifty utility, and this is version 12. I think they're up to 14 now. My stuff's a little out of date. Oops. Yeah, it'll like you can test the fans, and if you have a battery in your laptop, it'll check that, and all kinds of stuff. So that's a nifty little tool to use. Yeah, we're getting there slowly. goodness. Well, this better be done in the next half an hour. I got things I got to do before the sun goes down. Which, by 5 o'clock, it'll probably be dark as night. Oh, here's another nifty little utility. This is one Steve actually showed me. It's called Disk Inventory X. And this will show you all kinds of where different files are located, like physically located on your disk. And like this here is this is my Pro data drive, and if you're trying to find stuff that's taking up large amounts of space, like this one file right here is 155.2 gigs. You know, you can go through, you could look for big blocks, you know, like that's a clip, you know. There's one of the files that I probably one of the recent videos I didn't back up to iCloud yet. So I found this to be a nifty little program when you're looking for files that are taking up lots of space on your drive, and it tells you exactly what kind of files they are over here on the side. You know, like you see, this package is taking up 155 gigs. Well, that's not surprising. It's for Final Cut Pro. Everything takes up a lot of room. You have no video? Oh, YouTube says everything's okay. I can see it on my screen. Well, that doesn't surprise me. It is YouTube after all, you know. So if you're ever looking for big file to take up space, that's a cool little program. I think I got that from the App Store. Alright, I don't really have anything else on here. It's interesting. While we're wasting time. Oh, now it's comparing. Oh, I got tons of pictures of my cats. I'm trying to think here. That's Sassy right there when he was a kitten, I think. That's such an old picture. That's my black cat, Midna, sleeping in the sink. Of course, the dog. That's Sassy right there. Or no, that is... I don't remember who that was. That was one of the kittens we had. There's Sassy. There's Miss Boots being cute. This was Oreo. She was my cat. She passed away last year. There's Miss Boots. She's bad. There's Midna. Midna's a very skittish cat. It's very hard to get a good picture of her. That was one of the other kittens we had at one time. There's Boots and Expo curled up together. There's Boots and Sassy curled up together. There they are again. They're bad. Those two are thick as thieves, as you can tell. No, I don't have any pictures of the cat scratching the crap out of my ex. There's Miss Midna in a box, of course. There's a very evil picture of Sassy. Sassy and Boots. There's Sassy, Oreo, and Boots. Sassy and my big boy Tabby. I still have Tabby for now. This is actually a fairly recent picture. Tabby in the dresser drawer. Of course, the Floof. And the Simon. And more of the Floof. And the Simon. And Lydia. This is one of the kittens we used to have. This is one of the little singletons we had for a while. We were fostering. We named him Marshmallow. He was a cute little thing. Oh, cat's on the toilet. My photo skills are not the greatest. Oh yeah, here's Shadow in his favorite place in the world. He lives in the bathroom sink. More of Miss Midna here. My cats are so lazy. There's Miss Oreo. There's more of Miss Oreo and Sassy in the corner. Oh, here's Sassy in the sink. Being cute. Toe beans. This is actually on my desk. These two are thick as thieves. There's Shadow when he was younger. I used to have this candy bowl, and his fat ass actually broke this stained glass candy bowl from laying in it. Fuzzy picture. This is the kind of pictures you used to take on a Windows phone. Here's Sassy being a slut. Oh. Oh, that was my little Skitsy. She passed away a couple years ago. She used to love hiding in the dresser. Of course, more shadow in the sink. Proud of being a dork. Oh yeah, Oreo drinking out of my water glass. Yeah, I know. That's true. Oh yeah, here's... My ex decided she was going to put one of our old Chihuahua's outfits on Boots. And Boots was not too crazy about it.
Bootsy. Bootsy.
Oh, she was very pissed. Somewhere on here I have a video of cats on crack. I have to find it. Oh, this is cute. This is Boots and her sister Lucy curled up in the water bowl, or in the food bowl. They were trying to tell me that they were out of food. There's my Oreo. I miss her. She was a sweet cat. She loved me. She hated my ex. There's Sassy, Prada, and Tabby. And believe it or not, you can't see, but my ex-fiance is actually underneath this cat pile. That's the only reason I kept this picture. Otherwise, I would have deleted it. There's Sassy. Lit up all weird. Oh yeah, here's Miss Boots sleeping in the litter box. She has no brains. Hi, Simon. Yes, Simon. What's the matter? Simon wants attention. Where's that video I have? I have a video here of the cats on catnip. He doesn't meow often. When he does, it's usually he wants attention. He'll meow like really softly a lot. The microphone probably doesn't pick it up. But he will he'll meow like that usually when he wants attention, or he wants to get my attention. Hey, there's a gratuitous Mac Pro RAM shot. Sassy from when he was younger. Little kittens. Oreo had a litter of kittens. There's Oreo. There's some of her little kittens. Mr. Shadow. Oh, this is Lydia when she used to live with my sister. She used to be my sister's cat. So this is Lydia when she was living with my sister. She was nasty. She wouldn't let anybody get near her when she lived with my sister. There's little babies. They were so cute. There they are crawling all over my ex's laptop. Sassy being a dork. Shadow in his favorite spot. This was in our first apartment we had. And once again, no. They're bad. Oh, come on. Oh. I think it's done now. I think now it's just doing cleanup work. Alright, it finally finished. Phew. Damn. So, there it is. Now, if we go into System Preferences, we go to Startup Disk. It probably won't show up. Nope. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is now we're going to try to boot into open firmware. I'll reposition the camera here in a minute, so you don't have to look at my air conditioner. Alright, that didn't work. Why did that not work? Oh, I might need a regular keyboard for this. Alright, so for some reason the Bluetooth keyboard wouldn't work, so let's do let's try the Pro keyboard. And I'm pressing and holding Command Option O and F to go into open firmware, or at least I'm trying to go into open firmware. This machine takes forever to start up. There we are. So now we're in open firmware, and I'm sure you guys cannot read that at all. No, I sure as hell can't. And of course the fans are going crazy. So we're going to do dev/ls. Ah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, so we're looking for USB. And this is every single device on the computer that works with the, yeah, there goes the fans. So like here's the temperature sensors, and I know it's like next to impossible to read. Well, you can sort of read. Like here's the temperature sensors. Programmer switch, which I don't even know why that's on there. Internal mic, line in. You know, these are all the devices on the computer. So here we go. USB. So this is what we're looking for. We're looking for USB. Oh, here. That's what we're looking for right there. Disk at 1. That has to be it, because that would be the only disk on the USB bus. So this would have to be it right here. This disk at 1. And I'm following directions off the internet to do this. So oh, whoops. This is why I hate open firmware, because this is an absolute freaking nightmare. Alright, so /PCI at F2 1 2 3 4 5 6 / USB at B at 3 / disk at 1 unknown word. Can't open the third device. Well, I don't think this is going to work either. This is why I don't do this. Because this is an absolute nightmare. So pretend you know nothing about open firmware. What does it do? You know what, Trina? I honestly don't freaking know. Yeah, I'd say it's kind of like the BIOS. It's like the, I don't know. It's like the operating system underneath macOS. It's basically like the computer's operating system. Well, it's his first command. It's his first command here that keeps giving me an unknown word. I'm typing it out exactly as it's written on this. Yeah, it keeps saying unknown word. And I don't understand. I don't know enough about open firmware to understand what it's trying to tell me. I do know one command, though. I know that command. I know if you type boot, it'll boot. I don't know. I gotta play around. I might have to play around with it. Because, I mean, right here's the card. And if we go into, like, if I go into disk utility. Oh, this isn't like the newer version, doesn't tell you exactly where on the bus it is. Huh. Okay then. Info. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'll have to do a little more research on it. I'm not going to do it right this minute. Yeah, I'm sure Greg probably does know some tricks, Jay. He knows more about open firmware than anyone I know. I don't know anybody that really messes. I mean, open firmware is a server thing. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that servers use to basically boot themselves. It's like their bootstrap loader. And then from there, you issue commands to actually start the operating system itself. So, I just don't know enough about it to get into any trouble with it. So, such is the adventures of trying to boot with open firmware. So, and hell, for all we know, Jay, it's possible that this will never work because this compact flash card was never intended to be used on a computer. So it's possible that it'll never work. But yeah, it is what it is. So it's not what I would call a necessity. I mean, I have Firewire, so. But yeah, I got things I got to do too. So I'm not going to stream for 5 hours like Steve does. So turn off the keyboard camera. In fact, we can move the keyboard over here. So, but the computer is ready for the challenge for the most part. I don't really think I need anything else, you know. Um, I got Firefox updated. So, and I might try that out a little later. See how Firefox does on YouTube. So, yeah. So I'm gonna call it quits for the night. Said unfortunately I got things I got to do, and it's getting around dinner time. So I want to thank everybody for coming. Who do we have left? Oh, just me and Jay. It looks like. Looks like everybody else. Oh, hi, Ashton. Looks like everybody else might have left, which I don't blame them. But I want to thank everybody that showed up. Yeah. So, thanks for coming, Ashton. Of course, Jay and Trina, Soulblatt, Sad Mac, Jeff Barnard. Hi, I didn't even see you there, bud. Mike Mullet, of course. Thomas Armstrong. Oh. And Will. So, thanks for everybody for showing up. Hopefully next time it'll be slightly more interesting. So, this was probably the dullest stream I've done. But at least we know the iMac's ready for the Power PC Challenge next year, so I'll be able to smoke everybody with what I can do. So everybody have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. And I'm going to go get cats some cat foods and cat treats so they can get off my butt. So have a wonderful evening. And don't forget to visit me on Facebook, Patreon. You can visit me on Twitter, but I'm not on there very often. So, and have a good night.
Smash that like button.